Microsoft Excel offers very efficient ways to track your investments. If you have a brokerage account or a mutual fund account at places like Charles Schwab or Fidelity Investments, you can download your current holdings at those places in the CSV format, which is comma separated values, and you can open that information about your holdings in Excel. You can also, after you've done that, total various portions of those holdings with the sum function. That will give you a total picture of your holdings, and it will also give you various subtotals of your holdings that you can track if you do this periodically by transferring those totals to a new Excel spreadsheet and using other formulas on that spreadsheet to calculate the changes as time marches on. Those changes are your percent growth. Let me show you. Here is the account statement from Fidelity Investments of a lady known as G. She has a brokerage account with that held mostly in 4 stocks. She has a joint account with her husband held in a cash reserve, and she has an IRA, which could be held in an ETF, for example, SPY, which mirrors the S&P 500, but there isn't very much in this IRA, so it's also being held in a money market fund. But if I were illustrating this to show the difference in returns from this account and that account, I would probably put this into something like SPY and track that as well as this. So here we are in G's investments. And over here is the place where I can download everything that you see here into an Excel spreadsheet. And when I have downloaded that, I can click down here, and Microsoft Excel will open and give me that all that information that you just saw in a format that goes neatly into a spreadsheet. several of these columns are too small to contain the width of the information in them, so I have to slide those column widths to the right so that all of this information will fit in this spreadsheet. Now you'll notice that over here, the account names are listed, and we have 4 rows containing information about the 4 stocks in that non-IRA account. Then we have 2 containing information about the joint account that she has with her husband, and then we have 1 with the IRA. Now, if we wanted to see over long term how each of these accounts are doing and compare them with each other, if the IRA in fact had something that was going to vary with time, then we would sum each of these accounts, put the totals over here, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put just to the left of the current value column, I'm going to put titles. And the first one will be the non-IRA. The second will be the joint. And the third will be the IRA. Now, here is where we use the sum function. I am going to type the equal sign and then the word sum, S-U-M, and then I will type the beginning parenthesis sign, and I will put the cursor on the bottom item of the non-IRA. Now I'm going to hold down my period on my keyboard and type the up arrow and the up arrow and the up arrow and the up arrow, and then I will type the close parenthesis. See that right here? I now have the sum of the values that are in this box between H2, here's H, there's 2, and H6. And when I type enter, there will be that sum, $167,334.41. I'll do the same thing here, equal sign, S-U-M, beginning parenthesis, move the cursor up to the lower joint row, type the period, go up one more, type the end parenthesis, type enter. Go down here to the IRA, equals S-U-M, beginning parenthesis, up to the IRA, end parenthesis, plus. Now, we have each of those totals, and now I will make another total of all 3 of them and call it the grand total, equals S-U-M, beginning parenthesis, and we'll go from here to there, and type enter. And eventually I'm going to want to copy each of these and send them to another spreadsheet. So I'm going to copy those by typing Control-C. And down here, I'm going to hold down the Control key, hold down the Alt key, type the V key, and you see that I get Paste Special. And one of the options in there is values. You see the underline here under the V in values? So if I now type V, it puts a dot in front of those values, in front of that word values, and when I click OK, it will paste those numbers there. If you'll see that if I had clicked on that and typed Control-C and then come over here and tried to put it there and type Control-V, I'd get a 0, because what is in this box is the sum now of K 12 to 16. It's the sum of there, because when it copies and pastes a formula, it copies and pastes the same formula. It doesn't copy the values. When I copy and paste using Control-Alt values, it copies the values from each of these sums and pastes the value where I put it. So now I can take each of these and put it in another spreadsheet. Let's do it this way. Let's put a box around all of those and Control-C that box. And then I will come up here to File, New. I'll get a blank spreadsheet, a blank workbook, and I can then give this new spreadsheet a title such as periodic summary of G's Fidelity Holdings. I can put a date here. Seems to me that, yes, if you hold down the Control key and type the semicolon on a keyboard, it puts today's date where the cursor is. And now I can type Control-V, and there I have the values of the individual accounts and the total of all of those of individual accounts with today's date. So as time goes on, I can perhaps take all of these and Control X and put it over here and increase the width of the formulas. And then whoops, no. I take that all back. I will Control Z and Control Z and put it back where it was. And next week, I will go 7 days from 12:15, do the same thing here. And then when I get new numbers here, like maybe this will be 16735 enter that there, and then I will be able to put a formula in here that calculates the percent gain from here to here, and with a date here and a continuation of these all here, you can keep track of your investments and how well they are doing using the sum function of Microsoft's Excel. I hope that is helpful to you.